Well, thank you so much for coming to our country and getting to know us.
Thank you for having me. I've loved it here.
When the first trailer came out, I was so excited. I was in vacation and taking a connecting flight in Panama City, running, trying to get connection, and I did my best to get to watch that, and it was such an exciting moment. How was for you to get to share it with the rest of the world?
It was great. I mean, it's all feels very, very surreal, but to see how much it meant to people, in particular to women, was really powerful. When I'm making a movie, I'm just by myself in my little bubble on set. You can't really see what it is you're doing or have any understanding of what the impact will be. It was a lot of work, and it seems like it was worth it.
Ever since you were cast, it has been a few years ever since you were cast, and since then a lot has changed, not only in your industry but in the world, in the way that we talk about women and representing women. That shift has had any influence in the way that they should see Carol or that you feel about the character?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just about continuing the conversation of what does it mean to be a woman? What does it look like? What is that innate experience? I'm just like one white girl with one experience, but I'm happy to do a film like this because I feel like it kind of blows the door open for a lot of different stories and a lot of different ways of depicting women. I feel like Carol's like the most complicated and dynamic character I've ever played, which is I find very surprising considering it's like this big temple movie. I think it's really cool. It's a wonderful thing.
Yesterday at the panel, you talked about how you feel stronger now than you when you started playing the character. Could you talk more about that and why you feel Carol is so special?
Carol's just a badass. That's like very clear from the comics, and so it felt like, you know, a big role to step into because she's pretty incredible. And it is that combination of that human part of her that are some of the best parts of her, and it's also the part that's the flaw. But that flaw is what I love so much about her. She doesn't always make the right judgment call. She doesn't always do it right. She's not some sort of like idealized version of a woman. She's a woman that I understand. Part of all of this is allegory, and part of this is like, you know, silly. She's flying around moving planets in space. I mean, that's pretty wild. But when you get down to it, and you get down to the core of her, she was a badass. She was the top of her class as a fighter pilot. She cares about doing the right thing. She leads from her heart. These are all wonderful qualities to see in a character.
I loved seeing her being so confident about her own abilities. We don't get to see a lot as women seen on the screen, right?
I'm happy to hear you say that because I feel the same way. As one of the most attractive things about her, and one of the things that I was like, I think I'm gonna hang on to this perspective. After playing her for so many months, I felt like it felt really good to say, I'm taking ownership of what I'm good at, and I don't need to apologize for it or make myself seem small so that other people don't feel bad. I'm gonna own myself, and I hope that other women can see that and kind of take a little piece of that.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm very excited to see the movie. Congratulations.
Yeah, excited to share it with you. Thank you.